warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from LAX2003 Movie Review Group 14. Today we are going to review the movie Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil. So first we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Mariam Kamalia binti Syarul Karizi, matric number 195952.
Okay, my name is Nura Amira binti Alias. My matric number 19669297.
My name is Ahmad Syamuddin. My matric number is 198522.
My name is Nurina binti Safian. Matric number 19622.
My name is Nulera binti Maz.
Okay, continue. Rihanna, continue.
Proceed.
My name is Nulera binti Mazal. Matric number 199019.
Okay, my name is Nurul Aini.
Matric number 196177.
Okay, Aina.
Okay, my name is Nurul Aina binti Anwar. Matric number 197655.
My name is Fatim Afika binti Badaruddin. My matric number is 198794.
My name is Muhammad Saiful Anwar Wiyama Yunus. My matric number is 199152.
My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Khairul Anwar. My matric number is 198538. So?
Okay, so let me start with the synopsis of this movie. So basically, this movie starts with Elle Fanning, which have the character Princess Aurora, who's about to get married to Prince Philip, and their relationship is not approved by Maleficent, aka Princess Aurora's mother. So there are a lot of betrayal, a lot of love and fight happen in this movie, which brings to a very twisted plot in this movie. So we are going to talk about what we enjoy about in this movie. So first I'm going to talk about the scenes that I like. So in this movie, I love the scene where Maleficent sacrificed herself in when Queen Ingrid were about to kill Princess Aurora. It was very touching because Maleficent is not even a real mother to Princess Aurora, but she sacrificed herself, even though at the time she was angry with Princess Aurora, as Princess Aurora claimed that she did a bad thing, which is cursed Prince Philip's father, which is not true. So that's my favorite scene. So what you guys' favorite scene?
Okay. Hisham.
Okay, for me, my favorite scene is at the ending of the story, where the what we call Ingrid, the princess, the queen of the country, be turned into good by Maleficent. For me, that scene is very impactful and give a very good moral story in which there's way other than killing to end a conflict. That's for me. Okay, how about you, Aiman?
For me, in my opinion, actually, I do not really enjoy watching this movie, but there is some scene that I enjoyed watching, which is the scene when they have the war, which is the queen, right?
Yes.
Have the having a war with the what we call it, the elves.
Face.
not elf.
The fairies.
The
Fairies.
fairies, yes, the fairies. So that's interesting because I think how the queen managed to to handle the strategy on how to destroy the fairies is quite good. How whether even she is a girl, a woman, she can handle quite good strategies to to destroy the fairies. For me, that's the interesting scene lah. What about you, Liana?
For me, my favorite scene was when Maleficent discovered that she was not the only fae in the world, where like she found the other fays rescued her from when Queen Ingrid attacked her that night, like that one night. And when when she discovered that she was not the only fae in the world, I think that scene was really cool because it shows that she has a support system that could help her make peace with humans instead of war. What about you, Fatim?
For me, from Maleficent 2, my favorite scene is when both family of Aurora and Prince Philip having a dinner with Maleficent and Queen and the King, Philip's parent. I think it's interesting because the beginning of the dinner is quite peaceful, but the Queen keeps on like provoking Maleficent until she explodes and something bad happened during the dinner, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's such a give that scene give a great impact to me because I'm surprised that when the king died.
See.
So that's one of my favorite scene in this movie.
For me, I same goes to Mariam because I love the scene when the Maleficent sacrificed herself to when the queen want to kill Aura. From that scene we can see how unconditional mother's love can prevail in that scene because it touching though. What do you think, Saiful?
Okay, in my opinion, I agree with Yana. That Maleficent is the last descent for Phonic, and she also among the dark fae creatures. Other than that, the thing that I love in this scene is Maleficent kindness, where she is very lovely. Although Aurora is angry with her, she still protect Aurora. Okay. So by this scene, I also feel very thankful to have a lovely parent. How about you, Nurul Amira? Amira.
For me, the best scenes, which is the part at when the Maleficent woke up, and she made all those what the their the bad
Dark face.
that one. So I think it's kind of amazing because she explored the place where she find there is some families around that place that discovered that she discovered. So yeah, then they wanted to make it as a team. So for me, it's kind of amazed me. What about you, Aina?
Okay, for me, in my opinion, I like to sing. First, like Mariam said, the scene where Maleficent sacrificed herself for Princess Aurora, even though that time she's still it's for me it's really show the main point of the movie, which is love between mother and daughter. And the second one is seem like Aiman, which is when the war is begins. Um, I didn't really like this movie. For me, it's kind of boring for me lah. But when the war start, um, it made me curious what is going next happen. Uh, so that's my favorite scene lah.
My favorite scene is a really short scene from the movie. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was a really short scene when it was at war, and then one of the one of the humans wanted to kill this one Fae, but then the prince forced him to stop, and then the Fae flew away because he thought like, oh, humans are kind. So that scene proves that you can actually kill people with kindness. So that's my favorite scene. It's just a short scene.
Actually, I would like to ask question to I would like to ask question to Mariam. What do you think about this movie? The message that actually this movie tries to relay the audience.
Okay, good question by the way. So, for me, in this movie, the message that they're trying to portray is about mother and daughter love. That's the first one that I can read through this movie. Even though there are fight scenes, there are misunderstandings, but the love is still there. And like I said, Maleficent sacrificed herself to save Princess Aurora, even though she's not her daughter, but because of the motherly love that is very strong inside her. So that's very touching for me. And another one is the other message that I can read through this movie is greed doesn't really take you somewhere. It takes you nowhere. Because for me, Queen Ingrid's greed really is really bad at until that in the end that she was turned into a goat. So she doesn't really get anything through all that war and all that fight. So her strategy and all her brilliance goes to nothing. So it doesn't even really worth it. So that's my answer for that question. Anyone wants to add anything else?
Anna, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with Mariam because this movie like shows we can see like the main thing they want to show to us is a motherly love, because despite what Aurora did to Maleficent, which is when she pushed her away when she thought that Maleficent cursed Philip's father. Despite that, Maleficent still accepted her in the end when she went to war with Queen Ingrid and decided to agree to her marriage with Prince Philip. So I think the big picture in this movie is that they want to show us is mother's love is unconditional. So what are you guys' favorite characters?
Maleficent.
Why do you love Maleficent?
Because it's Angelina Jolie. I hate Aurora in this movie because I think Aurora, like her mother loves her. Maleficent really loves her, but then she make one mistake because she doesn't approve that Aurora wants to get married with the prince. Just because one mistake, Aurora pushes her away. I think that's unacceptable because when you love someone, you have to accept that they make mistakes sometimes. But Aurora just push Maleficent away. I just can't accept that. That's why I hate Aurora. So I like Maleficent.
What about you, Fatih?
Or me?
What is your favorite character?
My favorite character in this movie is Diver, which is the assistant of Maleficent. Because he's such a good follower to Maleficent. He keeps on updating what happens to Aurora, about their marriage, and I think he's the most like a very faithful person to Maleficent. Okay, then I have a new question. I want to ask all of you, what is your personal opinion about this movie? Is it you like it or not? Anyone can start?
For me, I really like the movie because as I watched it like twice. Because like the cinematography for this movie is really amazing. Like you cannot see, I mean you can see which scenes were the green screen were used, but like the way they edited the movie was really nice, and I love all the cinematography in the movie. What about you guys?
Maybe one found this movie is quite boring, so you can share your thoughts about this movie.
Yes, Aiman, you said you don't like this movie.
Yeah.
And I know why.
I don't like this movie because to be compared with the first one, this Maleficent Mistress of Evil quite boring for me because I enjoyed the most with the first one. Even though I also watched it twice because of this, we have to review this movie, right? But it still cannot make me enjoy much with this movie. Even however, there's some favorite scenes that I like. Not scenes. There's something that I like in this movie, especially about
The princess.
no, not the princess. The graphics. Yes, the graphics very very good. The actors play their role very good. That's things that I like in this movie. Even though I not much enjoy this movie. Yeah. Amira want to talk?
Um, yeah, I found that this movie is kind of boring compared to the first one. Because for me, the first one is much it's much interesting. Yeah, because the first one is they introduce every characters in there. So I think the characters in the first one is much better than the second one, I think. Yeah. What about you, Aina?
Okay. Like I said before, I found this movie kind of boring. Same like Aiman and Amira. When I rewatch again Maleficent 1 and Maleficent 2, it didn't help me to find that Maleficent 2 is better than Maleficent 1. I still found Maleficent 1 is better. It's true that Maleficent 2 the visual and graphic, it's really good. I found it how can I say like the place is the real one, not like something that they create. But the storyline it's take a long time. It take a long time to me to get interested with these movies. Start from the war begin. That's the point where I start to like what's going on with this movie, like that.
What about you, Erin? Did you enjoy this movie?
Erin,
Yes,
Yeah.
not Erin.
Erin already
I think she
left.
disconnect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
due to the connection.
What about you, Saiful? Did you enjoy this movie?
I enjoy this movie, but I think but I really want to see the other sequel, but I don't think that they will produce another sequel.
Okay, can everyone give a rating star based on this movie? So for me, this movie is 3 stars.
Mine is
From
Out of 5?
over 5.
Yes, out of 5.
Mine would be slightly higher, like 3.5 out of 5, or maybe 4.
Mm-hmm. Others?
Me 4.
Aiman?
4
I'll
over
give
5.
Mine 3.
I
I'll
think I
give
bring
a
one.
solid 3.
I give it a
Aiman.
4.
I would like to give 3 out of 4. 3 out of 5.
So, would you guys recommend this movie to other people? Like, is it appropriate for all stages of age?
I
All
think
ages?
yes.
Is it?
Yes,
Would
yes.
you
No.
recommend this?
No, because it was too violent to kill the fairies. So I think the kids might affected their mind.
Okay.
Okay, good point.
Good point.
They accepted.
How about the others?
I think that any kind of age can watch this movie since the killing doesn't show any organs coming out or any blood. So like, I mean, kids know about death, right? It's about fairies, so I think it suits. Kids can watch this movie too. But if you ask me if I would recommend it or not, I wouldn't recommend this because it doesn't really appeal. This movie doesn't appeal me that much. So what do you think, Amira? Would you recommend?
I would like to recommend this movie to others since it's kind of interesting for others to watch it. And yeah, what about you, Isham?
Me.
Okay.
Since I already state my opinion just before, how about you, Shaiful? What? My opinion on this movie, I will not recommend it because it just full of love story and nothing. Other than I just found love story. That's for me. I think that I will not recommend it. You can watch other love story.
Okay, so I think that will be the end of our discussion today. So, what movie should we see next? Which should we review next?
We should discuss next video, right?
Next
Yeah.
video
Oh, yeah.
we discuss.
When
Yeah.
we want to do.
When?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Where should? Oh, okay. So I
Where?
think our meeting next week will be in the same place. I mean,
Of course.
in
Same
this
time.
Zoom
Same
meeting
platform.
at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Before that, I hope our instructor will apologize for the internet connection of Erin.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess that is the end. So thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.